So before we went off, I was saying that we'll be looking at following the market from the beginning of this year. One thing I noticed about this market is that your ability to, especially if you're a day trader or you are doing a little bit of swing trading, your ability to follow the market and to pay attention, like I always say. So one of the things we'll be looking at, is DXY, which is the dollar index. Because like I always say, the dollar index determines most times, because the dollar is very strong as a world currency, like we call it the world currency. Most times what happens to most economy, because of how strong the American economy is. So basically, I like to check the dollar index, more often, very often, during the week to see what the market is doing. If you remember, like a couple of weeks ago, I already, I highlighted this support. I remember, if I take this off, and guys, if you can hear me loud and clear, you can just drop me a message, so I know you guys are hearing me. So we already highlighted this support somewhere around here. Let me put this back. Okay, thank you. You can hear me. So basically, we already highlighted this support somewhere around there. Around this minor support within this zone, that price. I think this was like I think I'm on the daily chart. Okay, this was like last week. Let me go back to the weekly chart. Yeah, I think around last week I already highlighted this support. The price, where was I on the daily? Okay, on the daily, the price is likely to what's going to happen to the dollar index is it's going to be determined by this support. And we have this we have price sat on this support for some couple of days. I mean, it was ranging, as you can see. There was a minor support here. We have a minor support here. So price was ranging around there before there was a breakdown. Then now we have a push up. Now we have a clear, although we have not totally broken this resistance. This resistance is still looking, you see, it looks like it's still holding on until we have a full breakout of this place. Probably our next spot will be this zone. Now, don't forget this zone, the way I normally put it together. I go to the monthly time frame and I put this zone together. This zone, I put it out there and these are the major zones. And that's why you notice that when you go to the lower time frame, from the 4 hour to even on the 4 hour, you still see all those zones there. You see all those zones there, all these major zones, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I pull it down, I think we should still have like another one, 5. All right. So we normally have those zones to just, what these zones do for us is to just guide us. It's not as if there's any big deal. We just guide you to what is likely to happen. And also, like I explained some couple of weeks ago, if you have not seen those videos, probably you should go to my YouTube channel. Is that you will notice that each time price breaks this zone, price always attend the next zone, all these major zones. So now your ability to trade within these zones, it's what now determines how good you are as a trader. Now, since we are in a very sharp uptrend, as you can see, I'm just using this as a, you can see that each time price breaks this zone, it moves to the next zone. If I go to the weekly chart, I think we'll be able to see it properly. Okay, let me go back to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, you will notice that as price is progressing it moves from this zone to this zone, but price doesn't move this way. You never see price go in one direction like this, as in a straight line like this. What you normally have is something that looks like this. I think I've explained this over and over again. And something that looks like this, as you can see in the chart pattern. And then, so this is what you normally have. Price, testing minor support and minor resistance. Like here, there's a minor resistance there. So there's a minor support here. and the price comes, they tested it and go, until this zone was broken to the upside. Now, majorly, what you normally have in an uptrend are higher lows. You notice that this low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. And this low is higher than this low. So you normally have a higher low, and then you have price move in a zigzag pattern, more like in a waveform, like you can have, like you see on the screen. All right. So basically, now, so let's go back to the recent price where we are right now. This is where we are right now. So DXY is looking so strong, based on the report that we had last week, the non-farm pay report that we have from the US, that we saw that the US economy added more jobs. So so therefore we have dollar. The dollar is becoming stronger, but then in the meantime, the dollar looks very strong, although we have so many economic reports that are still pointing that the US is in a recession, and we are likely to go further than in a recession. So, but right now we have the dollar looking very strong. So any breakout from here will see a further push up. We'll see a further push up, something like this. Maybe price will test this place again before we test this place. All right. So we might have something that looks like this going forward in the next couple of weeks, or we might have something that looks like this. Price not breaking this place, coming down, okay, testing this place and going like this, and then eventually breaking out. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking at what price is going to do in this zone. So I would say that let's look at the effect of the dollar on other assets. Okay, the first thing we want to look at is I want us to look at which asset can we look at? Should we look at okay, let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at what Bitcoin is doing. All right. So last week, I think I posted something on Bitcoin that that Bitcoin is struggling around this resistance. There's a resistance here around 23,000. Let me highlight that place. It's something that looks like this. So we have a resistance around this area that Bitcoin is battling, and then you can see. Give me a minute. Let me. So we have a trend line that looks like this on this, and I'm actually on the daily chart here, and then there's a support. There's a support here. There's a minor support here. And Bitcoin seems to have broken this support. I'm sorry, this trend line. Yesterday, I think early yesterday around where price was around 24,000, and I'm seeing that trade. I took a short of Bitcoin. So, and I'm still holding that position. I'm hoping that Bitcoin comes to this area around this 22,300. This is actually where I put my take profit. Now, if you understand how to follow price like this, drawing this trend line, I think in our upcoming course, that reminds me, our forex course will be out in the next 2 weeks or thereabouts. We're almost done. We're just putting some technical things together. We're supposed to come out. It was supposed to be ready in January, but we're putting some. I explained a lot of how to draw all these stuffs, all these support zone, resistance zone, trend lines, basic things. Even if you're a beginner, you can take the course. So having said that, now Bitcoin has already broken this trend line. So I'm hoping that price should come to this support after breaking this trend line. Hopefully price comes here, and then if this is broken further, we'll come down to this. There's another support here. So if this is broken, might likely come to around that $20,000 area, probably before we see an uptrend, a pushback up, or probably a downtrend. So and this is how because dollar is getting stronger, you can see that Bitcoin is coming down. All right. So that's Bitcoin. Let's look at Euro USD. Okay, let's look at gold. Let's look at what gold is doing. Gold has been crazy the past couple of okay, so this is gold. You notice that I already have all these zones all figure out. Now, like I said at the beginning of this webinar, your ability to follow price and to pay attention. All right. So gold, we actually have a clear uptrend with gold. We have a clear uptrend with gold. That looks like this. And now, a lot of people felt gold is going to come to this zone, but then we have a pullback. There's a pullback already. So in the next couple of days, I'll also be looking at gold. I'm actually out of my gold trade actually. So I'll be looking at what gold is likely to do. Probably you come and test this place before we see what happens. Probably we have a bounce like here. Like we have a bounce here. There's a bounce here on gold. I think this was in January 23. There was a bounce here. Gold, push to the upside. But I expect gold probably to push further down to this zone before we expect another bounce up. All right, so then let's look at what Euro USD is likely to do. I think I already have some Euro USD on one. Okay, so on Euro USD, let me go to the 4-hour time frame. On Euro USD, I'm actually hoping that price bounces off from here. I'm hoping that price, you see, we have a very strong support here on Euro USD. That price has been battling for weeks. I mean, since January, we've been having price bounce off from here. But like I said, if dollar becomes stronger this week and dollar keeps pushing up, we might have Euro USD, push further down. Euro USD might push further down, probably to come and test this another support here around 1.07. But Euro has actually been pushing up in the last couple of weeks. Let me go back to the let me take this off. I'll take this off. We'll take this off so that we can see what Euro is doing properly. Let me go to the daily time frame. Okay, I'm on the daily time frame. Let me go to let me take this opportunity to quickly explain how we are getting this zone. I'll quickly explain it before I move forward to probably another to probably pounds USD. So basically what we're trying to do is to identify our major zones. All right. So as you can see, I've already removed those zones. And when you open your trading view, I'm actually on trading view, and it's free. You can go to tradingview.com and open an account. Okay. When you open your trading view chart, I'm actually on the Euro US. This is actually what you will see more often than not. You won't see all those zones that I put on. You have to do that yourself. So basically, what you will do is to by yourself identify these zones, and the only way you can do that is to just take a look at the chart and look at the way price has reacted to price to this zone. Sorry, in the past, you want to look at the way price has reacted to these zones in the past. Using technical analysis, what we are trying to achieve is to look at what price has done in the past compared to what's likely to do in the future. So basically, you will notice that Euro USD, this was in 2002, right? And you see the way price reacted to price to this zone, at 2002. What we have, what you can do is to come to your left. Come to your left, and you can pick all these tools. You see them on the left hand side. So the first one I like to pick is the rectangle. This one. Notice that I already favorited this particular tool. When you click on this star, that means you want to favorite them. What they do is they bring it to, you have it on this panel, the one you have right here at the top. All right, you come here and pick it so that every time you don't need to be coming to this left hand side. In the Forex course, I explained how you can use this tool also, but let me quickly run through it for the benefit of those that have not been, that have not been around. So basically, what we want to do is to pick this zone. The first one we want to do, you pick this tool, this one right here. and connect this zone and come this way all the way down. So you want to connect it to what you have today. Don't forget that what we are trying to do is to predict, is to look at what the market is likely to do in the future, and to put, to put that in our favor, to put the odds in our favor. So basically, I've already picked a zone here, from this left-hand side, which is a very strong support zone. And, I've identified it, right? And what you have on my screen, what you are looking at on this screen is what price has done in the past 21 years, right? Because this happened in 2002, and now we're in 2003, right? 2023. That's about 22 years, right? That's about 22 years. So you are looking at what price has done and the way price has reacted to all these zones. So, and then you know that, like they always say, history always repeats itself. That's the first thing. And the second thing, traders respect these zones because they know that the way price has reacted, they feel like if price has reacted to this zone like this, for example, what you have here was what happened in 2002, like I said, and price has not come back here again until last year. This was in September last year. And then you notice that as soon as price comes there was a bounce off from this place. All right. So another thing you want to now identify the other zone. We've identified the first one. You can just clone this one. You clone this one by right clicking on it and click on clone. That means it will give you another copy. So what we'll be doing is to be moving these to identify the other zone. Doing this can just take you in less than 5 minutes. If you keep practicing, it's about practicing. The more you practice it, the better you become. Okay, in less than 5 minutes, you can sharp identify your zones. All right. So this is another place. So, and then we can also clone this one. Let me see another one that we have. It's another major zone here. We have another major zone. And then we have another major zone around there. Okay. So there you go. So we have our major zones, where I liked it. So now our work is now to trade, to follow the trend. Like I explained earlier, each time E zone is broken, price move towards the second zone. As you can see from here, it's coming here. After this zone was broken, it moved down here. After this one was broken, it moved down here. After this one was broken, it bounces up there and came back all the way down. Now we are pushing up. Price has broken this place, so price is moving here. It's trying to, we are trying to attempt this zone. So this is how I normally draw the zone. Okay, so it's not magic. The more you practice it, the better you become. It's about practice. Just take some time out and probably some couple of hours every day, and you keep practicing. So that's that about that. So let me go and check. Let's quickly check. Pounds USD. Yeah. I'm coming to I think I already, when I was analyzing this ones. Give me a minute, guys. I don't know if you have any question, we'll soon be rounding up. All right, so our pounds is also reacting, almost the same way USD reacts. So right now I'm on the daily. Let me go to daily chart. So we can see that pounds is actually battling this zone. Let me come here. So there's a resistance here that's that pounds is battling, and we also have a support here. There's a minor support here. There's one here too, and then there's another one here. So right now I'll be looking for a sell opportunity on pounds, but I won't sell here. Now the idea is you don't want to sell on the support. You want price to retrace. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, you see that pounds is actually sitting on the support. So we are likely to have something that looks like this. Probably comes to test this way before we move further down. Let me remove this. Something that looks like this. Can test this place, then probably come here again to come and test the support. Because as you can see, this support is clearly broken. So, and a broken support becomes a resistance. So we are likely to have this going forward in the next couple of weeks. So your ability to follow this trend, to follow the way price behave, and to pay attention. Basically, it's just about paying attention. Paying attention. It's just basically about paying attention. All right. So that's my market look for this week. Also, our course will be ready before probably in the next couple of weeks. As soon as it's ready, I'll let you know. I'll let people know on the group. I'll drop a message on the group. In that course, basically I explain how you can also take trade, how you can enter a trade, how you can exit a trade, how to spot these zones, how to trade within these zones, like I explained, today. But I think I did that in a more detailed format in that course. So I don't know if anybody have any question. Just let me know so that I can unmute you. If you have any question, you can just raise your hand in the you can raise your hand and then I can unmute you. All right, I can see where is that Buega? Ebenezer.
Yeah, no, Buega.
Okay.
Lola, thanks, Jerry.
Yeah.
Sorry, talking about the course, because there's someone I invited onto this who is quite new.
All right.
So would he be able to benefit from it?
Yeah. It's actually we took it from the beginning, from beginners, even if you're a beginner, you can take the course. So there's a beginner side in the course. Like
okay.
Yeah, you can go through.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, yeah. So I don't know if there's any other question. So basically, like I always like to say in the group, the major thing is your ability to pay attention. A lot of us don't pay attention. That's a problem. A lot of us don't pay attention to the market, and you need to be to win in this game. It's just your ability to just pay attention. And I see a lot of people just chatting away in the group. If you are spending most of your time chatting away in the group, you will not be able to see some of these when price is reacting. And sometimes the reaction of price can be very sharp. That if you are not paying attention enough, in the next probably you just check pricing probably in another 1 hour, maybe in another, before you check again, price has broken maybe a particular support that you have your eyes on. It happens to me sometimes too. So you need to pay attention most times so that you can follow price gradually as it's moving. All right, okay. Let me unmute this person. Hello. I just unmute you. iPhone. Who's iPhone? You can unmute yourself. Oh.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening, sir. This is Ojo.
Okay, Ojo. What's up?
Yes, sir. Please discuss, does it entail trading strategy?
Yeah, sure. It does. It's actually trading strategy. I think in the course I spoke about top-down analysis. I spoke about a lot of trading strategy in the course. It does.
Okay.
And majorly how to use trading view. Trading view seems to be very compared to MT4. I enter my trade on MT4, but I do my analysis majorly on trading view, because trading view gives you a lot of overview of price action, what the market has done. It helps us to compress what the market has done for a long period. Like what I just showed you on Euro USD. I mean, you could see the old price action for about price action data for about 21 years. You'll not be able to see that, on MT4. MT4 is not that has not, gotten to that stage yet. you know, but trading view give you the ability to see everything, you know, so that you can easily spot those major support and resistance. All right, okay, Amen. Amen, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, you evening, sir.
Yeah,
You said you were going to make a course on this forex, because though some of us we are here because we're interested in the thing, but we really don't understand most of the analysis and how this thing move. Just like you explain and you make that the crypto course, and it's just simple. When you watch, you understand. I don't know if there's anything like that for forex.
Yeah. The course that is coming out in the next couple of weeks is actually on forex. It's actually on forex too, and we made it so simple that anybody can, even a child can go through, because it's in video format. And then I think the highest one that has the one that has the longest time was for like 20-something minutes. So what we did was to break it down in chunks, 5 minutes, 10 minutes videos that you can watch, that you can sit down and watch. So it will make it easy for you. So because you put it in a video format, all right. So so that's just about it basically. And like I said, it's just about paying attention. Yes, Sasha. Yes, so we are in a question and answer. Oh, I suppose you came late, sir. Yes, we are almost rounding up. So basically, like I said, your ability to if you see the way I was able to look at all the markets, you know, if you have these skills to analyze the market like this, it will be easy for you to. You can trade any market. You can trade crypto. You can trade forex. You can trade stocks. You know, it gives you a lot of room to play around this market, because it also it's almost the same thing. You know, the way price behave, and that's why if you look at my chart, you will never see me using indicator, because I believe it just majorly your ability to understand support and resistance, to understand trend lines, how to draw your trend lines on the course. You know, I also explain how to draw your trend lines and all that. So so we'll be calling it a day today. I'll be putting this video on the group. Okay, so I'll actually be putting the video on the group. Mr. Actually, if you have any question, you can just probably drop it on the group. Okay, and also this week we'll be creating a Telegram group so that people can. I noticed in the WhatsApp community, people can't really ask questions, you know, in the WhatsApp community. So we'll be creating a Telegram group, you know, where that will be more interactive, because very soon when we start doing proper marketing for the for the course, we'll be having more people coming in. So that is our goal going forward. Like I said at the beginning of this year, my goal is to is to empower a lot of us, you know, with skills, with these trading skills, so that on your own you can analyze the market and you can trade. All right. So everybody, thank you for coming. So let me unmute you. You can unmute yourself and say good night. So good night, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Good night, boss.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night. So like I said, I'll be dropping this on the group, the video, so you can watch it.
Thank you so much. Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night.
Thank you very
much.
You
can practice.
All right. Thank you.